All right, so this is something I've been procrastinating on for way too long. And I honestly should have announced this like 2 weeks ago, but I've been waiting until I knew we were going to like really do this thing. The name of the podcast is Run This, but that's the name of the channel, the Run This show, the Run This podcast. So I'll leave the link below. You guys can go ahead and subscribe. There's already a few people over there now. Episodes will be weekly starting next week. It is going to be awesome. So you might be wondering, what is the Run This podcast about? It is about the underground bike life. We're going to have some big dog creators in here. The studio is going to be here and also at Texas Superbikes. So I'm really excited for that because that shop is awesome. And they gave us permission to do the show inside the shop. So I'm really excited for this whole thing, man. And I really think you guys are going to like it. Just to give you like a little insight on how this all came to be, I've been wanting to do another podcast since the HCRD podcast. The HCRD podcast was doing really well on iHeartRadio. I would get like 10,000 downloads on any given episode on iHeartRadio. I couldn't seem to get it together on Apple Music or Spotify, like 4 or 5 views here and there, listens or whatever they count it as. iHeartRadio, though, everybody downloaded it. I did have one episode on my original podcast when I talked about doing body work for the mafia when I had a body shop in North Philadelphia. And yeah, I was doing some body work for some mob boss. And that was pretty crazy. So that podcast did well. That got like 12,000 downloads. So in any case, I did really well. The podcast was doing well. I love doing podcasts. I love just talking. Like, I think my videos are, for the most part, on this channel are good. I love this channel. This is my baby. But it was time to start something new, and it was time to just do a podcast and get it away from Hard City and start a rebrand and just rebrand it, do everything. So the Run This podcast is obviously all about the underground bike life, and I have searched all over Spotify, and I searched through the top 20 podcasts about motorcycles, and none of them are talking about this. The subject is always cruisers, or like, what adventure do you go on your cruiser or adventure bike, or like, antique stuff, or collectors, or just like older guys talking about bikes, which is fine. But I think this is a whole untapped market. Like, how many of you guys want to hear about, like, don't you want to hear these stories about, like, maybe certain individuals running from the police, like what that's like? Or, there's so much. There's just so much to unpack with this whole life. I want to give my guests their chance to voice what they have to like and dislike about the community, especially locally. There's a lot of drama, man, in the bike life. So it didn't take me long, right? Like, I remember when I first started Hard City Raindrops, and as a moto vlog channel, we rebranded the channel, right? Not the name, but when I started doing moto vlogging, I only had 14,700 subscribers. And that was when me and Danny broke up in Iowa, and that was not that long ago. So now we already have almost 23,000. So that's the growth period, right? It was massive. So it didn't take me long, and like, I never thought I would meet Fastlane D. I never thought I'd be hanging out with ZX10 Mez or Yammy Noob, like DMing me, asking like, "Hey, you want to be on my video?" Or compare the V2s or whatever. Like, I never thought those opportunities would come, but they're here now. And now I have another opportunity because I know how to do podcasts. I already have everything set up. Podbean. It's the first episode will launch on every single podcast platform that is available currently. Spotify and YouTube would be the biggest ones, but it'll be on all of the other ones as well. And I am so pumped for you guys to like just hear some of my stories that I don't tell or show. And then also like S1K Joe, we'll talk about him a little bit. He's going to be the co-host for I don't know how many episodes, but a lot of them. There'll be never an episode where I'm alone. They're always going to be a guest. They're always going to be a co-host. So S1K Joe, I met about a month ago, and he is the, I don't know, I guess you could call, well, he's the ringleader. Let's call him the ringleader. He's going to love that when he hears this. So Joe's the leader of, it's like a group ride out thing, like internal. We call it the internal ride out. So we all meet up, we go ride out and do roller shots, or go to the Noctane meets, or go to the Noctane all girls meets. No, I'm just kidding. What happened there? I don't know. Anyway, so I digress. Yeah, I just like, these guys are characters, man. There's so much to unpack in this community out here locally in Austin. And Austin's so, like, I heard somebody saying, one of my comments, like, Colleen does it better. I'm like, nobody knows what Colleen is. They know Dallas, they know Austin or Houston. You know, a lot of people don't really know where Colleen, Texas, dude. Like, you're still claiming Austin. Anyway, the Austin bike scene is very unique. It's very small here. Everybody knows everybody. And in fact, everybody knows everybody in the whole bike scene. It is very small. Once you start doing content creation for a fair amount of time, it doesn't take long for everybody to know who you are, including the police. I recently found out that the police were watching my Instagram, which is fine. It's fine. When you make a state trooper famous on your Instagram reel, chances are they're going to find you and watch your content. It's fine. He was a good job, man. He represented his department well and have no complaints. He did a good job. I mean, I was speeding. He pulled me over. It is what it is. I'm just really good at triggering people into commenting hateful things about me. Like, I'm just so good at just like pissing people off. I call it a gift and a curse. When you do content creation, it's a gift. Like, none of these people are going to say this shit to me in real life. Nobody. They could sit behind their keyboard safely at home, cuddled up with, but they're not going to do it in real life. So anyway, so I know what to say. I know that video made me look terrible and that cop looked great. It's fine. That's why I cut it up like that, so people will comment. Anyways, S1K Joe, the Eternal Rideouts, that's how we all met. I was going to the Noctane meets. I'm like, who are these guys over here? All black bikes, bunch of black S1Ks, all these guys. Then they're not fast, but they can wheelie. Some of them are fast. One slow rider is definitely the slowest rider I've ever seen. He's got the fastest V4 in Texas, but my man's slow. Rider name for a reason. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He'll be on. We're going to talk so much shit on this show. It's going to be, you guys, it's never going to end. You guys are going to be laughing your asses off. It's going to be a great time. And I think that the motorcycle community is in dire need for this podcast. There is not one that exists. It's like how many times I'm driving home from work, I just want to hear about bikes, man. I just want to hear bike stuff. And I don't want to go on YouTube and hear Chase on Two Wheels, a review of, MT8 or MT7 with his $1 million cameras. I don't give a shit about that, dude. I want to hear real stories about real human beings that really been through this shit, man. And like, why do we do this? Why do we put ourselves through this temporary dopamine hit, almost kill ourselves for what? I mean, why do we film it and post it? Like, there's just so many unanswered questions. This whole thing is so untapped, and it's great. And it's really exciting me because I think I finally found it. Like, I found the thing. Like, growing this channel to what it is, great. Having a hockey channel that just crossed 138 subscribers, 130, sorry. My hockey channel, I haven't had it for that long. Already 100 subscribers. It took like 2 years to get 100 subscribers on this channel. It's already there. To doing that, I'm like, all right, I figured this thing out now. I know how to do this. So I'm really excited for this podcast. But there's a downside. It's expensive, and I am broke right now. All my money is tied up into Tesla shares and shares. I don't have a lot of money right now to be messing around. I'm not even going to talk about that. Just don't have a lot of money right now, and I need to get a whole podcast studio again. All the stuff that I had from the old podcast is not going to work for the way this setup is going to be. So it's a little difficult. So if you guys want to donate, use that money button. You're not obligated to do it. No offense if you do, whatever. You don't, I'm not going to be offended by it. I wouldn't even know anyway. If you're like, you paying no money, that's fine. I get it. If you do have some extra money and you want to help, please, it would be really appreciated by all of us, because we can get the studio set up much faster than September is what currently I have. We are going to start doing the show with these mics, and it's fine. That'll work. These sound good. This is a 4K camera. It's all going to be fine. But I would much rather have the full studio with the boom arms and the mics and everything like that. And that's but I need help. I need help with that. And if I don't get help with that, which I probably won't, I don't expect to, then it's just going to take me a little while to save up to get those things. Anyway, these ride outs from S1K Joe that I met him, really fun, man. Like, we go on these huge ride outs and then, you know, get behind the camera car and then go hang out and meet. And everybody goes their separate way and has their own outside life outside of the bike life. So it's just there's so many interesting layers and aspects to this world that people don't know about. And I think it's time that somebody exposes it. I really can't wait to get like people like Fastlane D or ZX10 Mez on, or S1K Rafa or Fast Flow. I have connections to all these guys. I'm working on it. Haven't got a yes yet on any of them. I want to release a few episodes so they catch the vibes and see like, oh man, this is going to be fire. This is a good way to get my positive message out. Not just like me doing 200 miles an hour on Instagram. Like, great, cool. Anybody could do that who's nuts enough. So I want to hear a real ZX10 Mez, you know? And if those guys, if you're watching this, because I hope you do, because I'm going to tag you all on it so you watch it. But you're invited on to the show. I will come to Dallas or Florida or wherever if I have to. I'd rather you come to Austin. But I will come out there if I have to get some of you bigger creators on. And you can mask up. I recommend it. It'll fit the brand. Run this podcast. I don't condone running from the police, but I know a lot of you are running from the police, right? So that the name of the show is to Run This Podcast, because not only does it fit to the podcast space where it's like the run this show, run this pod, I'm gonna run this show, but you obviously got that edgy bike life to it, and you're gonna know right away this is no ordinary podcast about cruisers and Harleys and my long trip through America on my road glide or something like that. I'm not gonna say crap because people like that stuff, but there's no one talking about like the sport bikes and like how much money you spent to get your ZX10, the fastest bike in Texas. I just met the fastest bike in Texas, apparently. Fastest ZX10 in Texas. I have him on camera saying it's the fastest bike in Texas. I wonder how much you spent on that and why, and what in the world would you do that, and why do you show up to bike meets with it on a trailer and not ride it? Like, they race it. They race. I get it. I know. These are just questions I want to ask, right? So, yeah, man, I'm excited, guys, for the whole thing. It's just going to be so much fun to get some of these guys on here and get some of these stories out there and share this lifestyle with you to a deeper aspect through video and audio, where you can just hang out in your car and just chill, man. Just listen. Just listen to what these guys got to say. And girls, there's going to be girls on there too. Girls are in the bike life. So I know some crazy chicks lately. Jixer, bitch. She's nuts. She rides nuts. She's nuts. Doesn't even wear gear. Hot as hell. Yeah, that's the Run This Show. You can go link up below. Episodes every week. Going to be a lot of fun. I don't think I missed anything else, man, other than like it's just going to be something that I really think the community is missing right now. I think, and if there is somebody doing it, hats off to them, but we're coming to take you down. No, I'm just kidding. There's enough room for everybody, man. I hope somebody else. Honestly, I don't know why Fastlane D or ZX10 Mez or any of these guys aren't already doing it. Maybe they are already and we just don't know about it, because it is hard to podcast. This is not something that is very easy or everybody would do it, believe me. And everybody does try, but there's things you need to know. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to me for, I don't know, it's like 12 minutes now or something, me rambling about this. But man, I'm really passionate about you guys. I think you guys all know now I'm really passionate about YouTube creating and podcasting, and just my reels, my Instagrams are, I can't say they're bad. They're just different than everybody. I try to do different stuff. I know Kane likes when I get naked in front of the camera, because he said, if I see you naked in one more video, I'm unfollowing. I take my shirt off, man. I'm a good looking guy. Can't blame me, Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.